Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. On the road to max, it's on my town 15 account. We have a few things, the archers, towers coming close to an end. I still got cannons and mortars. Um, think our air bombs are still um, from our town 14 account. And after that, we just gotta upgrade our heroes, and we should be able to go to town hall 16 finally. Took about 2.5 months, but I think that's still pretty good timing. Um, I want to talk about the strongest strategy I think for Town Hall 15 is, for me personally, is Root Riders with Super Yetis. Now, there's a couple strategies going around with uh, Super Yetis and what do you call them? Oh, totally forgot their names. That's embarrassing. Super Yetis and Electrotine. Well, I do believe it's also strong, but the Root Rider is opening up walls is is definitely something I like. Now, the Titans don't attack, the Super Yetis don't attack defenses, so you have to make sure that there's not any wandering elixirs, collectors, or any type of other building that could take him away from pursuing the Root Riders. So pathing is really important with this strategy. But if you get the pathing, I think is the strongest strategy in the game for Town 15, and maybe even 16, 17. We'll see when we get there. So we have our troops. It's one ice golem, six Free Riders, two Titans. I'm using two super troops. I do like the barbarians, super barbarians for pathing and cleanup. I think they're very useful, better than wizards or Valkyries. Um, I think it's good. There's a couple variation I've used. Sometimes I've used uh, three Super Yetis, five Valkyries, but I think this is the most consistent that I found um, between the Root Rider surviving and also the Super Yetis doing the damage. For champs, for heroes, a queen, you could use the magic mirror or the healer puppet. The best equipment for the queen, for ground army. So this should stay if you could find a way to get it. I do believe that it does make any ground attack better. About the healer puppet or the magic mirror, I think whichever one you have higher or whichever you are more comfortable using, it's perfectly fine. I do like the healer puppet because if by any chance my healers dies, I could always pop the ability and actually still use um, the healers to heal my ground troop. And also, well, a lot of time they actually go into my road champion, which actually even helps it better. My road champion, I will usually use the Phoenix, but the Phoenix runner is upgrading, so that's really the only reason why I'm not using the Phoenix. Um, this, what do you call this? The unicorn is also good, but most of the time it just ends up dying way before I get any kind of value with it. So it's not optimal. But if it survives, it definitely a plus with with the king using the rage vow. With the king, I used to use before the recent update. I used to use the eternal tone, but I think with the new spell, I think is eternal tone is completely unnecessary. And you use the rage gem to give it more power. But now it does become more difficult. Now, if you're not as comfortable using this spell, I will switch it for the rage gem for the healing tone, and I will probably add one more invisibility spell and one more freeze. I think that should probably do it. Or maybe 2 skeleton spell, whichever one you like better. So let's go into a replay to show you how to use this strategy. So we're gonna start with a lower champion charge. We really want to create some pattern for the Root Riders, trying to get rid of as many defense as possible. Well, since we're using the Super Yetis, we also want to get rid of any kind of buildings, storages that could also pull them away from the Root Riders. There's a giant bomb right there. Normally, I would never want to go in the giant burn direction, but since we have the new spell, that's gonna help us tank the damage, and also a couple shots from the fire spitter. No, not the scatter shot. I really wanted to also get the spell tower, but that was probably too risky, so I didn't get the spell tower. But I think that might have cost us, but hopefully we still got the 3-star. But decent pathing for the Super Yetis, but not so much for the Root Riders. Skeleton spell for was a little too late. So it's Ice Golem, Root Riders, Balloons, Healers, and all your heroes. Right away, Minion Prince ability. The Minion Prince is actually gonna take down a spell tower, which is gonna push our Root Riders back in the middle, which helped us, but at the same time, it might end up going down also because of that. The Warrior Champion's still alive. I used the new the free spell with the new defense, this new seasonal defense. Hopefully we took it down. Didn't really want to pull any more troops in there. Root Rider's still alive, using the new Goblin troops. Still going strong. Queen's still alive. Giant still alive. Minion Prince is kind of doing a lot of damage, but our healers are still pushing strong. One of our Super Yetis actually didn't really follow the pathing and still got caught up. That's what usually happens if there's collectors or storages around before you start the attack. That's why you gotta use the Super Barbarians too. I had one more, I should have used it to really create more pathing, but I messed up on that. But we still got the 3-star. Yeah, it was close, but remember, this is a Town Hall 17. I'm attacking with a Town Hall 15 with not max heroes, so the fact that we still got it done is pretty impressive. I think this strategy is pretty good, and but yeah, I think that's it for today. I mean, I'll put another video out, maybe show you guys how to use the Eternal THOWN next, and that's it.